I have 9 working days left. When they decided to close it down, the numbers might not have looked right, but it looks a lot worse for my family right now.
Paper mill that has been part of Chillicothe for more than 2 centuries is set to
mass
close.
layoff notice was sent to the approximately 800 workers, saying the Pixel paper mill will cease production August 10th.
The community will soon be dealing with some major changes. The paper mill in the city that employs about 800 people is closing.
I was in class at work. We got the call. We were all sitting around. It was pretty devastating.
Everybody thinks everything's going well until April 15th when, I get a text message from a friend of mine who says, "Hey, have you heard anything about the mill today?" And then that's, when we get the news that they're gonna close the plant.
First thing I did was call my wife and tell her. She cried. I mean, it was rough.
We always thought there's going to be some connection to paper making in Chillicothe and Ross County, for sure. We've been making paper in this community since the 1800s. It's been a staple of our community for 215 years.
It provides a life and a lifestyle that I didn't know if I was going to get if I didn't work at the mill. It changed my life. I got my first real car because of the mill. I got a nice home because of the mill. You can make a good life for yourself if you work hard at the mill.
The paper mill, it provides security. We had a pension. It is what you make of it. If you went in and you put the hours in and you moved up and went to the higher paying jobs, really it was unlimited what you could earn and what you could do with it.
The mill's role is literally the center of the community. Next to the paper mill, you have Jerry's Pizza. It's not uncommon to see a group of folks in there spending their hard-earned money to, have a beer, or have some pizza, or just hang out and have some fun with everybody.
A lot of the guys in the mill, spend half their lives in here. I know them personally, got to know their families.
They would get off work and they would come here and just drink or eat and then go home and sleep for a couple hours and go to work and do it again.
It's gut-wrenching. You see some people come in and say, "Well, I can't afford to come in. We lost our job. We got to try to find another job." People there are down now, I don't even charge for food. Come in, get something, bring your family in, let me feed you. When you get back on your feet, come on back. I just know when I close my eyes.
You have a lot of other ancillary industries around there that do all the maintenance work and all the fabrication work inside the mill, like BMC Fabrication. They've developed a way to be a part of paper making without even really making paper.
It's just my favorite place to work. Everybody in, the maintenance guys and the people that work on the machines and the machine tenders, you're like family. "Hey, how you doing, Rabbit? Hey, how you doing? Good, how you doing? Hey, did you see this needs fixed?" I'm like, "Hang on, let's see if somebody get with me and we'll see if we can get taken care of for you." The mill supported a lot of companies, a lot of people. Mead, for example, other fab shops here in town, they've been tremendous. It's gonna devastate them too. We all thought they would be there forever, you know what I mean? And that's why we put all them eggs in one basket. And the last year, the writing's kind of been on the wall, but we just didn't want to believe it.
I'll take you back to 2002. Mead and Westvaco, they merged to form Mead Westvaco. 2005, Mead Westvaco sells the paper mill to a company called Cerberus Capital Management. Our first touch point with venture capital. 2006, they sell it to Gladfelter. 2018, they sell to a private investment firm called Lindsay Goldberg. Lindsay Goldberg then sells those assets to HIG Capital in 2022. And that's kind of when we see that things changed quite a bit.
It was definitely when we became non-Mead. It was like there wasn't putting money back in the mill. We had a potential buyer come and look at us a large potential buyer. And what they told us was that, you should be putting a mill this size, should be putting anywhere around $30 million back into the mill per year to keep it sustainable. We were averaging 3.
You're got to replace structure steel. The roofs have got to be kept up. They weren't kept up. It creates unsafe working conditions. It's just stuff that you would think that would be common sense to management. I have to take care of this stuff or it's going to let me down. Well, they didn't take care of it and it let them down.
I'd like to say that everybody tried their best and everybody wanted it to succeed, but it's hard to say right now. It doesn't seem that way. Especially with HIG, the parent company, making promises and stuff later on that they didn't ever intend on keeping. It was obvious that they didn't intend on keeping it.
I think they're making a big mistake.
Why is it?
A big mistake because, like I said, we still need paper. This mill's making money. It's simple. If they see something needs changed, well then change it. Don't shut the place down. Fix the problem. Don't go around it and just say, I'm not going to fix it and be lazy. Fix the problem. Make it happen. Then you can say you've done something.
It feels like no one appreciated anything you've ever done. No one appreciated all the dinners, everything you missed. No one appreciated all the hours you put in. You're talking about guys that when a supervisor would come and say, hey, we had a major malfunction, we had a fire, we need you guys to come up. We raised our hand to go fix that. And now when we need them, they kick us out the door and take part of what we've already earned. The only reason we're leaving is because they closed the doors. They're mismanagement. They don't care about the jobs. They don't care about Southeast Ohio.
I think HIG cares about Chillicothe.
Probably not. Look, we wrote a letter as a community, we wrote a letter, and we have not heard one thing from them. They do not feel like they need to answer us, and that tells us everything we need to know.
We were ready for the next 200 years. Yeah, let's see what it would bring, but we couldn't survive HIG.
What's going on at HIG? Is anybody hurting over there over this?
Thanks a lot, Sammy. Let's just put it that way.
There's a part of me that still doesn't believe it's over. I'm hoping it's not over. Even if I find somewhere else to work and don't work there anymore, I know how important the mill is to this city.
They couldn't have a better town supporting. Nowhere. And I've lived all over the United States. I've lived in Europe. And there's not a town that would go back you like Chillicothe does. So it's it's just sad. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
It'll always be Mill City. I truly believe that. But it'll be hard if it's Mill City without a mill. That's...
Heard a song blow through the breeze of the wind. Happy or sad, I guess it all depends.
I just hope that whether it's that mill's tore down or if it stays up there and someone comes in and runs it, that you come back in a few years and show how Chillicothe persevered.
Yep. Adapt and overcome.
Oh, how she left me last night with the slam of the door. Will there ever be anything that I'm good for? And my heart shattered as a thunder roll. You know how